Hello YouTube and Saberform.com, and welcome to my video review of my Shock LE limited edition lightsaber from Ultrasabers. This is my first video review, so bear with me. As you can see, there's the saber itself. The anodized gold accents make the hilt particularly attractive. You can see them here and a little bit etched in there. It might have been even more attractive if I'd gone for the silver anti-vandal switch option, but I decided to save myself 25 bucks and went with the standard black momentary switch. Other than that, though, I spared no expense with the extra options on this saber. Turning it on, you can hear the powerful ignition and mighty hum given off by the obsidian soundboard, which is unique to Ultrasabers. In addition, I've got the safety plug accessory in the hilts. So you see that glowing ring there? It's basically a very small tube with a metal plug in the middle that prevents you from accidentally shining the LED directly into someone's face. Now I'll go ahead and turn this off. And I'm going to take out the safety plug and insert the Ultra Edge heavy grade blade to show you what that looks like. Okay, so now we've got the blade in. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Now I went with Sentinel Yellow for this, my first saber from Ultrasabers. This is always the most elusive thing I find about lightsaber video reviews, even in pictures, as the camera really fails to show you what it looks like in person. It's a pretty good color, although truthfully I'm not 100% satisfied with how it turned out. It's not a yellow LED, but rather a multicolor LED that's combining red and green lights together to get yellow. Unfortunately, the colors don't mix very evenly, so it ends up being kind of a vaguely orangish yellow up towards the hilt, and a kind of vaguely greenish yellow towards the tip. It's particularly when you're viewing it under lighting like we're looking at now. But if I go ahead and turn off the lights, there's my foot making a cameo appearance. You're probably not seeing it very well in this video, but it's a nice bright LED, so it's pretty fun to mess around with in the dark. Okay, get you a nice little shot saber there. Anyway, that's my one complaint with the saber. I've used it in several duels already, and the Ultra Edge heavy grade blade has held up really well. The hilt itself is very light and easy to grip, and I would imagine you could do a lot worse for a first dueling saber. As I said, I spared no expense with the saber, so I also got the flash on clash option. So I'll go ahead and show you that. I've set the sensitivity pretty low, so you're probably seeing the camera shake a lot when I do that. So there's that. I have it set to flash white. It's a pretty cool effect. In addition, I didn't actually realize this was going to be the case, but if you tap the momentary switch here, it does kind of a saber lock thing and flickers between the primary blade color and the flash color. Now, unless you have your thumb right near the handle and you're quick enough to, with your reflexes, to tap the button really fast whenever you do get into a saber lock with someone, it's difficult to use this feature in its intended context, but it's still pretty cool that it's there. I'm going to take the blade out here and show you a couple of other things. Okay, so if I turn this on, here you can kind of see what I was talking about with the colors mixing somewhat unevenly. You can see, red, for instance, up here, and kind of yellowish in the middle and then green in the bottom. Really, there's no help for it. I've looked at all kinds of websites looking for a truly yellow, solid color LED. But the closest I could find was the amber LED produced by LED Engine, which you can find at thecustomsabershop.com. And anyway, the amber LED gives off more of an orangish color. That's how it turns out looking. So basically, if you want a yellow lightsaber, which a lot of people do, I've heard, and I've read a lot, the only way that I can think to really get a true yellow, or a solid yellow as it were, is to get a really super powerful white LED and shine it up through a yellow disc. But short of that, this is probably the next best thing. For those of you who are contemplating getting a special color from Ultrasabers, like one of the form colors, not saying you shouldn't, but maybe not on your first saber. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how the saber looks, but not 100%, more like 85%. If you want a really solid color, I'd definitely go with one of their normal colors. Like their red, green, blue, and I think they're purple and orange as well. If they're using Rebel LEDs for that, you can get solid colors of those. Anyway, if I can diverge from the saber itself for a moment, I wanted to say a few things about the Ultra Edge Heavy Grade blade over here on my carpets. It's allegedly not quite as bright as the regular Ultra Edge blade, but it easily outperforms this TCSS Battle Blade that I got from the custom saber shop when I upgraded my Master Replica's Luke lightsaber. So let me turn this on. Now I'm not really sure how this looks on camera, but while the green LED does light up this blade pretty well, it's distinctly brighter towards the hilts. I think you can see that on film. And it's noticeably more dull towards the tip, and it's that way even in the dark. However, if I replace the TCSS blade with the Ultrasabers blade, it's going to be much more evenly lit. Let me go ahead and show you that. Okay, now I've replaced the TCSS blade with the Ultrasabers blade, and it is a lot more evenly lit. Again, don't know how well you can see that, but it looks a lot brighter and a lot prettier. Now similarly, if I take the custom saber shop blade and put it in my Shock LE, you're going to see it's going to be unsettlingly greenish towards the tip, way more so than with the Ultrasabers blade. So, I don't know if you can make that out very well, but it's not very well lit towards the tip, and it does look kind of greenish. So that's pretty much all there is to say about my Shock LE. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the saber, and I'm sure I'll be buying from Ultrasabers again in the future. Besides the product, I was extremely happy with the service I received from Ultrasabers. Although I had ordered an LED module to be wired with quick disconnects so I could switch out for a different color later if I wanted to, the saber I got did not have them. I emailed Ultrasabers, heard back from them the same day, and I was offered a full cash refund in my PayPal account, a store credit refund, or to send it back in and have the company correct their mistake. I opted for a store credit refund since I planned on shopping there in the future, and my account was credited with the rewards points the same day. I know there are Ultrasabers naysayers out there, but guys, if there's something wrong with your lightsaber, send out an email, the company will get back to you to resolve the issue. The outstanding service I received from them is one of the key reasons I'll be buying from Ultrasaber again in the near future. Now, before I finish this review, I wanted to talk a little bit about this CoverTech clip that I got with my lightsaber. It fits snugly onto your belt with this little clip on the back here. Or if you're not wearing a belt, it actually goes on your pants just fine. It's super easy to attach the saber to the clip, which is great because in addition to being a good sparring saber, it's a pretty attractive costume accessory as well. Okay, so you'd attach the little CoverTech clip to your belt, and then take the wheel there, just slides right on like that. Swing it around all you like, it's not going anywhere. And you press these little tabs on the side here to get it out. And if you do buy from Ultrasabers, I would definitely recommend getting one of these as well. If your saber is one that has a little CoverTech wheel in it, which I think a lot of the ones with sound anyway do. It's really fun for costuming and makes your saber fun to wear around. Now, to finish up this review, I wanted to talk about one of my favorite features, which is the Obsidian soundboard, namely its customizability. I know Ultrasabers has a video all about this on their website, but I just wanted to go on for a bit about how cool this is. Now, there's a little port right on the soundboard in the saber. You just take off the pommel and take it out there. And you can manage the soundboard via a program that you download from the Saber forum. And you can replace the default Obsidian sound fonts with any of a couple of sound fonts available for download on the Ultrasabers website. Additionally, there's a website that I found called saberfont.com where you can purchase new sound fonts that other people have created. Perhaps best of all, you don't have to settle for one single sound font. If you prefer, the program gives you the option of cherry-picking all your favorite Saber sounds and assigning them as you see fit to the on and off sounds, hum, clash sounds, and swing sounds. From that same program, you can also adjust the sensitivity of the swing sensor and the clash sensor. I was having a little saber duel the other night, and the clash sensor was only picking up like half of my strikes, so I simply went into the program, increased the sensitivity of the clash sensor, and now I'm golden. Anyway, that's what I've got to say about my Shock LE from Ultrasabers. I hope those of you watching this found this review helpful.